Hi guys, so what we're going to be doing is our Stateboard perm today. Miss Rachel's going to be reading the instructions to me, and then we're just going to go ahead and just go with the flow. So
you will perform a chemical waving. You will prepare your client for services. You will wrap the entire center back section of the head from crown to nape. Once you are finished wrapping, please step back and do nothing until the next verbal instructions are given. You will be expected to follow all client protection, safety, and infection control procedures. You will have 20 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 10 minutes remaining. Do not perform the saturation procedure, a test curl, or remove a rod until instructed individually by the examiner to do so. Do not remove the remaining rods until you are instructed to do so. Step back to indicate you have finished. You may begin.
all right, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and sanitize our hands. And we are going to section our doll head out into 4. So a lot of you guys take a long time sectioning the doll out, and you guys like to spray the whole doll head with water. There's no point for you guys to go ahead and saturate the whole head if we're only going to be wrapping the center back section. Okay, so we're going to do the first 2 in the front. Once we get to the back, okay, we're only going to clip one side at a time. Okay, then we're going to get one of our perm rods, okay, at the crown, and then just section it all the way down. It's a little messy. Okay, and then we'll be doing the same exact thing on the other section that we already clipped up. Okay, once that is done, you guys can go ahead and saturate the hair. And go ahead and just start wrapping your perm. If you see that towards the bottom you grabbed a little bit too much hair, it's okay, just go ahead and adjust it. Okay, so there should be only 12 perm rods. Sometimes people can fit up to 13, but you don't want them to be overlapping. So a good rule to follow is go ahead and place your perm rod, and wherever it stops at, you guys are gonna go with the size of the rod, okay? And then it can't be, I don't know if you guys can see, it can't be more than about right here on each side. Okay, once you go ahead and get your section, you're gonna comb everything, make sure that there's no knots or no tangles. I like to bring everything together so it creates like a cone or a triangle shape. Go ahead and put your end paper, bring it up and make sure that none of the ends are showing. And then I spray it down to make sure that it stays where I want it to stay. And then just go ahead and wrap. So when you guys pull the hair out, just keep in mind that you're gonna pull it out like if you were doing a 90-degree haircut. Wherever the hair wants to come out is how you are going to pull it. Don't over direct it too much to the front, and don't bring it straight this way, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you, boo.
Okay, and then you're just gonna be following the same thing all the way down. Okay, make sure that the band is straight and it's not all tangled or twisted, because if this was on a real person, we can actually have the hair even break off depending on how tight the hair is or how tight you wrapped the perm. I haven't done a perm in so long, so bear with me.
I think you're doing great. It's like you're an instructor or something, you know?
Right?
Right. Just a little bit of, you might want to comb that one.
It's a little bit too.
No.
Make sure when you guys section it out, it's a nice clean line. You don't want to just grab random pieces and wrapping. Okay, I know it's just a doll, but keep in mind when you guys go to Stateboard, they are testing you like this was a real person on your chair. So don't try to do a half-assed job. Miss Alex has mentioned to you guys plenty of times that they don't test you or they don't know that you are this amazing barber and can cut like circles around them. Like that's not what they care about. Keep in mind that Stateboard looks after the clientele and the public, not really us, because us as professional barbers or cosmetologists, we should know how to properly protect our clients. Okay, if your hair is getting dry, again, just resaturate with water. Pull straight out, like if you were doing a 90-degree haircut. And once all the ends are in the end paper, then you're gonna go ahead and start wrapping. Am I doing on time, do you know? For me constantly telling you guys that you need to work in under 10 minutes, you know, I need to work on this myself, because it is taking me a little bit longer than what it should be taking. But like I said, right now it's a great time for you guys to be practicing, since we are all stuck at home anyways. Well, most of us. We're here. Okay, and if you guys see that I did anything wrong, if you guys don't be afraid to go ahead and comment and correct me. Like I said, you guys are the ones that are doing this a lot more than what I'm doing it. So if you see anything that I did wrong, let me know and I will adjust it next time we go over through these videos again. Okay, when you guys do the end papers, you guys can either do the book method or or you guys can do double for the perm rod, for the end papers, sorry.
10 minutes remaining.
I have 10 minutes remaining?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I'm okay. I need to speed it up a little. Thanks,
Thanks to
Rachel.
wrap the whole thing.
Yes, I usually tell the guys 10 minutes and then you should be done with the whole thing in 10 minutes. Just cause you guys know that obviously before all this happened that some of the proctors were actually cutting your guys' time in half. We don't make you guys do Stateboard in half the time because we are trying to be jerks and we're trying to tease you. But it's just something that's been going around lately, and we want to make sure that you guys you build up that speed, because you know, you never know, like this can be the one thing that failed you.
Yeah, you get one a-hole proctor.
Yes, or you get one. Yep. So just
They don't have access to this YouTube channel, right? Because I just called them a-holes.
no. They don't.
Okay, good.
Okay, so once you are, excuse me, down to your last perm rod. Okay. I'll show you guys so you can see. Once you are done with all your perm rods, then all you're going to do is sanitize, step back, and wait for further instructions.
All candidates have indicated they have completed this section of the examination. Please do nothing until the next verbal instructions are given. Please stop working. Please do nothing until the next verbal instructions are given. Please demonstrate saturation.
All right, so one thing I forgot to say is before you go ahead and step back, make sure you guys have your gloves on and the cotton's already wrapped around your section, okay? So that was my bad, but as long as you guys do it, the only reason why you want to do it before the proctor gets to you is because you don't want him or her to be waiting for you.
Yeah.
They will get annoyed and they'll try to move on to the next one. So, for our perm, it's different. You're gonna have the applicator bottle and then your solution. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna open both bottles, okay, and over your trash, you're going to fill up the applicator bottle with your solution. Okay.
And that goes in items to be
Then this
disinfected.
goes in items to be disinfected. Or yeah, trash. You're not gonna use it again, so once that's done, have your paper towel, and the proctor already told me to demonstrate saturation.
Yes, please demonstrate saturation.
So where you have to make sure that the tip of the applicator does not touch any of the hair, any of the perm rod, and then you don't want any pretty much droplets of water. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
All right. You don't want anything to fall on the ground, because then you have
Splash.
to stop everything, and then they honestly, some of them don't have the time or don't want to be waiting there. Okay. So can you see? And you're just gonna keep saturating until the proctor tells you to stop and move on to the next one. I'm ready when you're ready.
Okay. Just kidding. I totally gave you crap. Okay, please demonstrate a test curl.
Okay, so you're gonna grab, as long as you don't grab the first one or the last one, you can go ahead and grab whichever one. Okay, so you're going to unwrap. See, 1, 2. Do not do this. They're not asking you to do this. Just unwrap twice, and then 1, 2, wrap it back up. Sorry. Then wait for further instructions.
Please remove one rod from the hair.
All right, so we're not gonna use the same one we just unwrapped twice. We're gonna go right under, remove.
And I am looking
Okay.
to see where you're disposing of these items. In the
Separate.
trash?
Yep. Items to disinfect and trash. Okay, you have to make sure they see that you separate the end paper from the perm rod.
Then the instructor will say, do not remove the remaining rods until instructed to do so. And then they'll go around the room and check everybody's. Then they'll say, all examiners have indicated they are ready to proceed. You will remove all remaining rods from the head and create 4 quadrant sections for the remaining chemical services. You will be expected to follow all client protection, safety, and infection control procedures. You will have 5 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 2 minutes remaining. Step back to indicate you have finished. The instructions will be repeated. You may begin.
Okay, so during this time, all you're gonna do is remove the cotton. The cotton goes in the trash. And you are gonna go ahead and remove all the perm rods. So what I like to do is I will unclip all of them first. Then I will remove them. Okay, I still have to separate the end papers from the perm rods, but at least it's gonna be easier doing it this way than to be going one at a time. As long as your perm rods do not fall, then you are good to go. Okay, like I said, remove end papers from the perm rods.
I was waiting for that.
If that would happen, we would have to put everything down and just
Disinfect, pick it up, sanitize your hands, pick it back up, start it over.
Yep, and continue on. So,
Yeah.
as long as you guys are careful, that's all that matters. So, once you remove all the perm rods, all we're gonna do is take the 2 clips from the back off. We're gonna comb where we did our perm. We're gonna comb all that out.
Booch had some stuff happening.
Section it out into 2. Okay, and if you guys can tell, I still have my gloves on. The only reason why I still have my gloves on is when I go ahead and move on to the next procedure, I won't have to deal with, I have to put in another glove. If my hands got sweaty, I can just re-sanitize my hands with these gloves. Okay, and then that's pretty much it. Thanks guys, bye.